As Ekiti State prepares for the 2026 governorship election, attention is shifting from campaign promises to governance performance. Residents will be assessing how well the current administration has delivered on infrastructure, education, healthcare, and the economy. Meanwhile, political alignments are taking shape, with parties refining strategies and aspirants declaring interest. Well, joining me to examine the evolving political landscape in Ekiti, the governance records and, of course, political or development priorities are my guests this evening. I have Prince Adeyinka Alli as the ADC governorship aspirant for Ekiti State, and also Arogundade, a public affairs analyst. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Good evening.
All right, let me start with you, Prince Alli. It's great to have you. You are the ADC governorship aspirant in Ekiti State. Ekiti State, as we know it, is considered, a hub of the cerebrals. Let me use that word. Looking at the administration of Governor Yebanji so far, for many, they think he has done well, while there are some reservations. For you, do you think that Governor Yebanji deserves another term?
For having me once again. Basically, if truly I feel that that's the order of the day, maybe I won't be throwing myself in the ring to say I'm contesting for that position. Most of us that we have watched kind of things that happen in Ekiti, and for us that have seen things happen in normal climate, we are not too satisfied with what we've got in Ekiti. It's just been a slow / stagnant kind of development so far that we've got in Ekiti. We believe that there can be better performance, even with the present federal government that we have. Things are somehow changed. If federal government is saying, for now, we have put the bulk to the state. And for us in Ekiti, what we are having in Ekiti is nothing really to write home about. We are not too satisfied with what we have. From what can we even point to that it's so impressive for us to say, oh yeah, it's happening in Ekiti, and then we can put our hands and say, oh, let this person that is doing very well continue it and allow it just be like that. We are not so satisfied, nothing really to show for it, except for a lot of praising games that you get left, right, and center. And these have been distracting for this government. They've got from the very fact that there's been a lot of praise, but nothing really to show for it.
All right, so for you, basically what you're saying is that the governor has done abysmally low, and hence that's your inspiration to want to get into the race. Let me leave you for a moment and, of course, go to Mr. Arogundade, public affairs analyst. Looking at what we've seen in terms of governance in Ekiti State, I'd like you to put it into sort of sectors here, from education to healthcare to security. What it used to be and what it is now. Would you say that there is improvement?
Thank you. Good evening, Nigerians, and thank you for having me once again. When we are talking in terms of governance in Nigeria, and we are talking in terms of governance in Ekiti State, there will always be room for improvement. One government comes in, another government comes out. One governor comes in, another governor goes out. And at one time or the other, they will do whatever they want to do in areas of education, in areas of health, in areas of security, in areas of infrastructure. And there will always be room for improvement. And as at now, in Ekiti State, there are rooms for improvement. There are certain areas that the government have done very well. There are certain areas that there are rooms for improvement. For example, in terms of road infrastructure, there are certain areas, specifically state roads, where the governor has done creditably well. For example, there's a particular town called Ikoti Ekiti, linking Ilukun Ekiti. The governor has done very well there. The ring road, the governor has done very well there. In terms of overhead bridge. There is an ongoing project. However, there are certain federal roads that are not good. The roads linking Ekiti to a place called Itawure, that is Igede, Aramoko Road. The road linking Ekiti to Ijon, linking, getting to Abuja. These are federal roads. And it is my concern and concern of most Ekiti people that the federal government should do something about this road, and that the state government, being an APC state, the federal government being an APC government, and in addition to that, the legislators, the senators, the members of the House of Representatives, the APC members. But there is need for cooperation among the people so that these federal roads are attended to. The issue of federal roads should not be politicized. When you look at the politics in Ekiti State now, it seems the attention is shifted more on politics rather than talking of development of infrastructure.
What do you mean? Sorry, Mr. Arogundade, you said it appears the attention is shifted more on politics than governance in the state. What exactly are you inferring here? Are you saying the governor has been abandoned?
No, what I'm saying is that attention should be shifted more on governance rather than too much emphasis on politics and politicking by all the gladiators within APC and in other political parties. For example, the social media has been agog with all kinds of politicking that are not welcome, to the level that there are character assassination, abuse here and there, all kinds of foul language, all kinds of misuse of words. These are not needed. We are not yet in general election in Ekiti State. Where we are in Ekiti State now is just preparing for primary election among the political parties, especially in APC. So there is no need, on civil use of words should not take place. Because it is even within the political party.
All right.
That is my take.
Well, I will come back to you, Mr. Arogundade, because I know that you've raised quite a couple of issues. We also understand that ahead of the polls, there have been some allegations, even by some members of his party, allegations of intimidation and quite a number of issues there. But we'll come to you on that. Let me go back to Prince Ali. Prince Ali, you're a governorship candidate in the state. Apparently you are young, and Ekiti State seem to have what I call it an almost unwritten pattern, or a pattern that has been noticed, that most of the governors hardly serve beyond the term. Why do you think that is?
Well, you said it when you did your introduction the last time, that when you talk about the fountain of knowledge, so to say, in this country, it comes from Ekiti. And Ekiti, because we are so blessed, so endowed that this knowledge of a thing, we have it almost in every family. I think we use to say a family that you can point to, a professor that you have there. And because we know, and we always expect that people that we place in place of position should be able to deliver. And Ekiti, once you're not able to deliver, they tend to want to change you. And this government has got just enough chances, a lot of support from everywhere. I think I can just say that is the major achievement of this government. They've got support, and that has been the concentration from the very start. If the performance has always been there, this is the government that would have just got the chance of just getting the second time so smoothly. But since the development is not there, we will still have to change the government. And then the chances for young people, vibrant people that are responsive and that have got the enthusiasm to actually develop the state as it should be. That is why we have to change the government for now.
So are you saying that with these series of administrations that we've seen in the state, and many of them just serving, a term, so to speak, are you saying that this borders around their competence and performance, and not just a political pattern that maybe the people have gotten used to?
Well, basically, it's performance. It's performance that always make people crave for the yearn for change and the likes like that. And Ekiti, that's been the pattern in the recent. But what I'm trying to say in essence is this government would have just been able to change that trend. But then they have not really impressed most of us. And that is why we are just out here and we must change this government.
All right. At this point, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll delve deeper into some, I call it burning issues right now in the state ahead of 2027. And of course, we'll be taking the reaction of our guest on this matter. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on New Central Television. I still have my guest with me, Prince Adeyinka Alli, is the ADC governorship aspirant, Ekiti State, and also Arogundade, public affairs analyst. Gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. Now, before I ask you my next question, Mr. Arogundade, I'd like us to watch, an excerpt of the governor while he was addressing some party stewards. He raised some burning issues, according to him, that has continued to generate reactions. Take a listen.
I heard that they wanted to tour 3 times, they postponed it because they don't know where to start. Now they are planning to tour again. I want to see the local government. I want to see the local government chairman and the ward chairman that will open their door and office to this people. That you have taken to court and you have told court that all their escorts should be sent packing. You are now going to return to the same platform. If they are popular, they should go to another party and contest election. Mimiko did it in Ondo State. If they are sure of their popularity, they should not bother about anything. Let them go and adopt a party. Then we meet to
I mean, that's Governor Biodun Yebanju there addressing some party faithfuls and raising some concerns. I would like your reaction to this, Mr. Arogundade. There have been allegations of corruption, distrust, abuse of power, intimidation of party members. Apparently, it appears all is not well within the APC in Ekiti State. What do you see this having a broader implication, on the quality of the election ahead of 2026 in the state?
Very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate that we are seeing this kind of thing in our dear state. This is just primary election. It's just primary election. It is not yet general election. It is a primary election within the ruling APC in the state. I mean, it should be a family affair. The APC as a party should have internal mechanism to deal with the situation. In APC constitution and most of the constitution of the political parties, they either elect the flag bearer, either through consensus, either do direct election, direct primary, or delegate election. So the party official can pick one of the 3 options and select the gubernatorial candidate of their own party. I mean, there is no need to hit the polity because Ekiti people are yearning for development. Ekiti people are yearning for good governance. And Mr. Governor has been providing these governors at the level he has been providing. Now, once there is, if there is primary election, let all members, registered members of the political party collect nomination form, expression of interest form.
Sorry, Mr. Arogundade, because we are really trying to manage time here, I'm going to come in here. I mean, there are particular concerns from Kayode Ojo camp, who is also interested in running for the top job. I mean, quite a couple of these concerns emanate from that particular camp of the APC. What's your take on this? And do you see this sort of, the governor, by the way, has even been accused of anti-party activities, mingling with the opposition party in the state. Are we looking at a breakdown of political order in the state right now?
The breakdown of political order, because we are dealing with APC as only one party. There are other political parties in the state, and there are people that does not belong to any party like us. So there shouldn't be breakdown of law and order. We are appealing to them, they should not allow it. Because if the governor's side is accusing Mr. Kayode Ojo's side, Mr. Kayode Ojo's side will also be accusing Mr. Governor's side. These are the pranks of politicians. They are just playing politics. All the parties are playing politics. But what I'm trying to say is that they should not play the politics too far to the level that will lead to the breakdown of law and order in the state, to the level that it will affect governance. So as you have rightly said, if the thing is not abated, it can lead to breakdown of law and order. It can lead to breakdown of constitutional democracy. So I agree with you. And that is why
all right, Mr. Arogundade, thank you so much. Because we are really trying to, of course, race with time here. I'm coming back to you, Prince Adeyinka. Prince Adeyinka, I mean, you are running for the top job in the state. I'm going to put a straight, direct question to you. You're a young Nigerian. You're from Ekiti State. Many would look and say, well, maybe this is an opportunity for young people to have their feet in the race. What three basic things or what three pressing issues do you think the people of Ekiti need right now? And how would you address it?
So basically, I will just start with, of course, which is the general thing that affects everybody in the country. It's the economic status of the state, and which is not even taking a good shape at all. You agree with me, even when Mr. Ayotu was trying to say maybe some roads are actually fixed in Ekiti, and then I will tell you to go out there and say, why would we say, what are even the pointers to it to say, oh, infrastructure in Ekiti is actually developed? Nothing to actually that you can point to that this government is doing and then that we are achieving. If I would not even stress so much, I would just mention a few things that Ekiti is known for. When you started, you said, okay, this is the fountain of knowledge. Then what is our education doing for us? Absolutely nothing. It's just doing the normal rhetorics of people going to the classroom and just doing the mundane things that have been in tradition since time past. Things are advanced more than that. If we are truly fountain of knowledge, then this knowledge, how are we putting into use? Our universities, I think the number of universities is having now is even getting greater than the numbers we have in the state, which used to have the greater institutions that we used to have. But now Ekiti has good numbers of institutions. What are they producing? So our education system is actually we are not even close there. Now we are talking about data, we are talking about data analytics, we are talking about being tech savvy. This is where we should channel the fountain of knowledge, the knowledge that this Ekiti is known for. That is where we should channel it to.
So you are saying at the moment, in terms of education, the state, even in spite of the fact that it's known as the fountain of knowledge, is scoring low. It's scored low. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. It's not just, education is not only for the classroom. What are we producing? Oh, what are these our professors? What are they dishing out? It is not just about being in the classroom. I'm saying let's have practical things that is coming. They are in the classroom, they are there, research, what is the product of these are researches that they are doing, what are we producing? Our engineers, what are they doing? Even as the state, let's even say, how is the government even encouraging? Do we have centers we can go to and people have free access to internet? And then people can do a lot of online studies. People can, the knowledge that we have, can we start even selling it from Ekiti, selling them abroad? All these things are not there. The agriculture that we have known for, what, do we have food security? Do we even have enough to even cater for ourselves, let alone giving it out? What about tourism?
All right.
Look at the rocks, the mountains that we see in Ekiti. What are we making out of them? And a lot of it that we are in the midst of plenty and we are getting very little. And that's why the economic status of the state.
All right, Prince Adeyinka.
Despite all the money that is coming from the federal government.
I mean, according to you, you feel that that's not justified. But before I let you go, let me ask you, Mr. Arogundade, I mean, just like I asked Prince Adeyinka, Ekiti State, looking at its political trajectory, it's known to elect its governor for just a single term. Do you think this will be the case of Governor Yubanji?
In democracy, the people will prevail, and that is why I am appealing to politicians that you campaign on issues. Whether a governor will spend one term whether a governor will spend 2 terms, whether you want to elect another person or you want to reject a particular person, let there be due process. Let there be true, credible primary election. Internal democracy must prevail within each political party, not only in APC, even in PDP, in NNPP, in APC. And after that, let the general election also be credible. Let there be no Dipe, that is vote buying. Let there be no voters intimidation. Let there be no voters harassment. Let the campaign of politicians be issue based. Whether you are in APC, whether you are in Kayode Ojo's camp, whether you are in Bao camp, whether you are in ADC, what do you have for Ekiti people in education, in health, in rural infrastructure, in the urban infrastructures? Let our political system be ideologically based, as it was in the Second Republic, the glorious era of UPN, MPN, and so on. These are the issues, but unfortunately, politics and politicking not only in Ekiti.
All right, thank you so much.
Attack against one another. We are Ekiti indigenous.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arogundade, a public affairs analyst and a very passionate, I call it, indigene of Ekiti State. It's been a pleasure having you on the program this evening. Prince Adeyinka Alli, ADC governorship aspirant, Ekiti State. It's also a pleasure. It's been a pleasure having, this conversation with you. Gentlemen, once again, thank you for your time.